Test, test, test.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I got you, buddy.
All right.
All right, welcome Bears fans. We're here tonight bringing you the Boyertown Bears versus the Downingtown East High School football matchup. I'm Frank Genovese, my partner Dan Oakes, bringing you live high school football action tonight. Here come the Bears out onto the field, Dan.
Yeah, a little unusual Thursday night football game because lack of referees. That's a shame.
Yeah, not sure we got an explanation as to why there's a lack of referees, but, you know, we'll make do. We can move a Friday night kickoff to Thursday night. That's all right.
Yeah, I'll take it. After last week's win down at Avon Grove, that was a defensive battle the whole game. Seemed to go between the two 20-yard lines back and forth and lots of punts. Probably one of the biggest breaks the Bears got last week was a muff punt by the Avon Grove returnman, and we recovered down on their about 20-yard line and then were able to move it down for a touchdown. But final score on that game, 17-7. Field goal in the first quarter by Gavin Royce, and then two touchdowns by Tillman Henley were the Bears scores of the game, and Avon Grove had one touchdown. They rushed it in. No big plays in the game, really. Quite a few penalties. There were some not very many turnovers in the game. It was just a defensive battle. Lots of running between the tackles.
And, of course, the Avon Grove, always a long road trip for the Bears when they visit down there. It's nice to go down there and come back with a win, improve the record on the season to 2-1. Bears improving to 2-1. Downingtown also 2-1. They're coming off a win over Springford last week. They beat Springford 21-17. And here they come out onto the field. Got quite the roster there, Dan.
It looks deep.
Just in terms of sheer numbers. But numbers don't always tell the tale.
No. They got some big boys, though. They got a tight end, defensive end, 6'5", 220. Abe Cisse. I saw him warming up. He's a big kid.
Yeah, you know, with Downingtown putting hanging the loss on Springford last week, that dropped Springford to 0-3.
Yeah, Springford, it's not the same football team that they've had the last few years when our boys are playing them.
No, that is an unusual record for Springford, I will say. So, you know, Dan, the Anthem, always a big part of every high school football game. Means even a little more tonight with it being the 24th anniversary of 9/11. I'm sure the boys down on the field, as well as the fans here in the crowd, have a little extra pride tonight as the colors are hoisted and we hear that national anthem.
Thank you. And now the Boyertown area senior high school marching unit with the flag of our alma mater and national anthem.
So I forgot to mention a player last week that really helped out the Bears team is the kicker. Musselman kicked 2 kickoffs deep into the end zone to pin Avon Grove back deep. Well, made it unreturnable, so they brought it out to the 20, and then one kickoff hit right on the 2-yard line and died. It was he had a really good showing last week at kicking the ball. It was impressive.
So the Bears going out for the coin toss. Sending out their captains tonight. Looks like we got Tillman Henley. And we've got Brody Ayers. Looks like Connor Foskey. and also Christian Kaludi. And looks like Boyertown's won the toss, and they're going to receive the ball. So, welcome back for anybody who's joining us a little late tonight. We're bringing you some high school football action. Your Boyertown Bears versus the Downingtown East Cougars. I'm Frank Genovese. I'm here with my partner Dan Oakes, and we are excited to bring you this game tonight. Dan, what do you think about tonight's matchup?
It's going to be another tough road for the Bears. Downingtown East is ranked pretty high in the state. I want to say somewhere inside the top 20, or at least top 20 in 6A schools. They're a running team, but they run tough. Bears are going to have to stop that run. My inside sources tell me they don't pass a lot, but that could prove us wrong too. And on offense, we are going to have to move the ball. We have to put points on the board tonight because Downingtown East will put some points up on the board. So we have to keep up in the points. Got to control the ball. Can't make any dumb mistakes, penalties, and turning the ball over and things like that. And
so, yeah, it looked like Downingtown put up 237 rushing yards on Springford last week, Dan. And Downingtown's Kyron Robinson, 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is an impressive night for that young man. And there's your kick. Boyertown lets it bounce into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback to open the game. So, Coach Sands is going to send his offense out. And we are ready to get this game underway. Bears will be starting from their own 20-yard line. Another beautiful night for football, Dan.
Beautiful, yep.
All right, so Henley comes out in the gun. He's got Hagen to his right. There's motion. There's an inside handoff. And turning the corner really for, looks like no gain. And that was, looks like number 18, Braden Burris on the carry. Nope.
Nah, I think they got that. I think they got that name
I think
wrong.
the PA got that wrong. That was definitely Braden Burris. So they give him one on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Bears. Henley comes up under center. Takes the snap. He pitches to Burris. Burris tries the left side of that Downingtown defensive line. He gets a nice gain. He's out across the 25 to about the 26.
So Burris ran the ball a bunch in the fourth quarter last week against Avon Grove. Runs with some power. He's got some speed. They just moved down the field, ran the clock, and at the end of the game, it was be interesting to see what he does from the backfield.
So 3rd down and 4 to go. Henley comes out in the shotgun. He's got trips to the right. There's the snap. He looks. He throws to his right, and that looked like a little miscommunication, Dan. Nobody was ready for that pass. So the Bears are going to send out the punt team. And, of course, we've got the not vertically challenged Jake Musselman back to punt the ball. Boy, Musselman's got some real height back there, Dan. There's a snap. Oh, boy, he's lucky that did not get blocked. And he manages to get a good bounce, and he got some nice roll out of that one. And Boyertown's going to down the ball at about the 41-yard line. Man, he got lucky there.
That was real lucky.
All right, so here comes the Cougars offense. Quarterback under center. There's some motion. He turns and he gives the ball. They're going to try the right side of that Boyertown defense, but they're up to the test. So it looks like we got Ethan Ellis playing quarterback for the Cougars. Ellis, a junior. He drops back. He flips a pass out down the right flat, and that's complete. That's going to be enough for the first down. I believe that was to Michael Schlachter.
Picks up the first down for Downingtown.
All right, Ellis is up under center again. Some motion into the backfield. There's a give right up the crease along the left side of the Bears defense. And that's a pretty good gain.
Picks up around 5.5.
There's a snap. He draws back, he looks, he fires, and I believe that was complete. Is that Schlachter again on the catch? No. Abe Cisse,
They called it
Junior, just couldn't bring it in. We're coming up on 3rd and 4. Ellis is up under center again. He takes the snap. There's the handoff, and that's going to be enough for a Cougar first down.
Robinson on the carry, stop by Logan Oaks.
Nice stop there by Oaks, but not until they pick up a first down. So 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Cougars. There's some motion across from right to left. There's the handoff. They test the left side of that Bears defense again, and Bears respond nicely.
Robinson again for Downingtown. Luke Hagan this time for Boyertown stop.
So it's going to be stopped for no gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Ellis under center. He hands the ball off. This time they try the right side, and that's going to be a touchdown, I'm afraid. Well, John Moore takes it around the right side of the Bears defense, and he's onto the end zone untouched, and that's a Cougar touchdown. All right, so it looks like the Cougars are going to set up for the point after attempt. Paul Selden snaps down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Selden knocks it through the uprights, and that's going to make the score Downingtown East 7, Boyertown 0, here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that was wide open.
Yeah, they had tested the opposite side of the Bears defense a few times on that drive, and then I don't know if they caught the Bears napping or looking into the backfield, but no one was ready for that run to the opposite side, and he went into the end zone untouched. All right, so Cougars are going to send the ball to the Bears. Bears have 3 across the back. Let's try to see who we got there. Looks like maybe it's that Foskey,
Tillman,
Henley,
Logan, and
Oaks.
I
think it's Foskey.
I think that's number 5.
Or it could be yeah, you're right. That could be Jackson Rose. I believe you're right, Dan.
Yeah,
and so there's the kick. Oh, Rose lets it bounce off his foot, but he scoops it up, and he brings it up the middle of that Cougar special teams. He's got it out to about the 29-yard line. So that's where the Bears will set up for their second offensive series. A little little over 8.5 to go here. Bears down 7 to the Cougars.
That first drive was a 4-and-out. Almost a block punt, but turned into a nice punt with a nice roll.
All right, so Henley's in the gun. He's got twins to his right. There's some motion from Foskey. And there's a handoff to Foskey, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, the Cougars were not fooled at all by that motion. That's going to lose a couple. It's going to be second and about 14, I'm going to say, Dan. Second and 13. Bears come out in the gun. Henley's got trips to his left. He's got Hagan in the backfield with him. Connor Houck split out wide to the right. Oh, did he get him?
We'll take
I
that.
think he got him. Looks like a nice hard count from Henley. And he gets the Cougars to jump offside. So that's going to pick up the loss of yardage from first down and then a couple. Going to make it 2nd and 8 for the Bears. Henley's in the gun again. Trips to the left. Gives the ball to Hagan. Hagan breaks it up the middle of that Cougars defense. Nice gain. That's definitely enough for the first down. So fresh set it down for the Bears. They're going to be set up, at about the 36-yard line with a 1st and 10. Nice run by Hagan there, Dan.
Yeah, picked up that first down. That's what we need in this game. We need to hold the ball and keep moving the ball. We want to stay competitive.
So twins to either side of the formation. Henley by himself in the gun. Cougars showing some movement on that D-line. Henley keeps it himself and takes it up the middle. And now they're going to push the pile, and that's enough for another Bears first down. So nice gain on the quarterback keep by Henley. Let's go Bears. So 1st and 10 for the Bears from the 49. Henley back in the gun. Got Hagan with him this time. There's some motion. Henley keeps, and this time the Cougars stop it for no gain.
Henley on the keeper, no gain on the play, coming down.
All right, 2nd and 10 here from the 49. Let's see what Coach Sands comes up with. Let's keep this drive going. Henley in the gun, trips to the right, twins to his left. There's some motion by Connor Houck, and looks like we got some pre-snap movement. Let's see who it was on. Oh, no, maybe a timeout. Timeout Bears.
I think there was some confusion on who was supposed to be in motion or something, but
well, you don't want to waste an offensive possession here. You're out at about midfield. Want to make sure you make the most of it because you don't want to keep trading punts for touchdowns against Downingtown, Dan.
No. That'll be a big loss if we're going to punt and you're just going to let them have the ball and run it down the field. All
right, so 5:22 to go here in the first. Bears have a 2nd and 10 from their own 49. Handling under center. Turns, he keeps, he throws. Oh, it's just off the fingertips of his target, Luke Hagan. A little too tall for him. That's a shame. If he could have brought that in, he probably would have had enough for a first down. All right, big call here, 3rd and 10, Dan, from almost midfield. What do you do if you're the Bears? You go back to the air or keep it on the ground?
I'd go back to the air.
I think you have to. So Henley's in the gun. He's got trips to his right. He takes the snap. He looks. He throws right. And
Come on. Jeez.
that was high again. I think the intended target there was Connor Foskey. But a little too tall, and the Bears are going to have to send out the punt team. All right, so Musselman's out for the punt. Takes the snap, and he gets off a nice kick. It's going to be brought in at about the 20. Oh, there's some room to run. Luckily for the Bears, well, we got a flag on the field. Lucky for the Bears, the return man slipped about the 34, but let's check the flag.
Thought I saw a block in the back.
All right, so the Cougars going to come out, and it looks like they're going to be set up with a first down at about, looks like about the 25. Yeah, we'll call it the 24.
Well, I see a change. Kind of wonder if that's not why we had that. I don't see Michael Borse. Usually plays that right corner.
Yeah, you're right, Dan.
He didn't run the ball.
So Cougars come out in the gun. There's the snap. There's the give coming around the left side for a short gain, if anything. And that looks like no gain. All right. This time Ellis is set up in the gun. Takes a snap. He rolls to his right. He's looking. He throws. That's caught short of the sticks, but complete for a gain. I'm going to say about 5 or 6 there on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and I'm going to say about 3. Ellis is under center. Motion man. There's a snap. He gives. And that's going to be a carry for a first down. Yeah, he just got past the sticks there. Oaks with the stop again from his DN spot. Looks like the Cougars are going with a little hurry up. There's a snap. Give to that left side of the Bears defense again. Pickup of maybe 3 or 4. Oaks with another stop. Yeah, looks like Ellis is definitely pushing the pace here. Lining him up quick. There's some motion. He's under center. There's the handoff. And, oh, that's a nice gain. They tested the left side of that Bears defense again, and Bears were not ready for that.
No, inside the tackles.
Ellis is bringing them right back to the line. They're going no huddle here, Dan, trying to wear out the Bears D. He's under center. There's the snap and the give. And this time the Bears are ready for the challenge. Oh, we got some laundry on the field. Let's see what that's all about. Personal foul.
Oh,
Looks like a chop block against the Bears? Well, I certainly didn't see it from up here, but
Could you have a chop block on defense?
you can. It's not typically something you see called, but it can happen. So now the Cougars are up inside the Bears 35. There's the snap. Ellis keeps. He's back.
There
He's
you go.
looking, but he steps out of a sack. And now he's headed for the sideline. Oh, but he's thrown down by the Bears. So Ellis managed to escape one sack, but not the second. Hagen's able to bring him down well behind the line of scrimmage. Basically make up that penalty yardage that they were called for in the last play. And look at this, Dan. Boy, they are running no huddle whatsoever. Ellis is set up in the gun this time. There's the snap. He gives a nice stop by the Bears defense. I see Hagen was in there. Another stop by Hagen. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Cougars. They're making some substitutions here. Ellis is in the gun. There's the snap. He drops back. He's looking. He throws over the middle. It's caught. But the Bears are there for the tackle to catch. And that's going to hold them a minimal gain, if any. Foskey with a nice stop. And it looks like the Cougars are going to punt this one to the Bears. So the Bears send Henley back deep. Here's the snap. Well, that's a nice kick. End over end. Henley calls for a fair catch, and he makes it about the 18 or 19-yard line. So with 1:53 left to go here in the first quarter, Bears will come back for their 3rd offensive series. They're down 7-0 to the Downingtown East Cougars. Bears need to get something going and sustain a drive here on offense, Dan.
It's like really laggy. Jason just texted me, so it's just terrible laggy.
All right, so Henley's in the gun. He takes the snap. It's an inside handoff. I believe that was to Hagen. Hagen gets ahead for a couple. Second and 7 for the Bears. Looks like a little confusion. Now we're set. Henley's in the gun with Hagen to his side. There's some motion. Boris. Henley keeps. He's up ahead for decent gain there on 2nd down.
Gave him the first down.
And he's got enough for the first down. All right, we're inside the final minute here of the first quarter. Let's see if the Bears want to play. Looks like they're going to have to. Henley in the gun. Single receiver to either side. There's some motion, a snap. It's a give to Burris. Okay, he's ahead for a nice gain on first down. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7.
second and manageable. We'll be starting second quarter.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter. So here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium, Downingtown Cougars are up 7-0 against your Boyertown Bears. All right, Dan. Well, Bears offense was kind of stymied there in the first quarter. Couldn't really get anything going as far as any sustained drives were concerned. Did a nice job, though, handling Downingtown's attack. They only gave up that one long run early in the first quarter.
I like that second drive. They were moving down the field, and then it just kind of stalled out on them, but it's promising.
Yep, let's see if they can build upon that success here with their third possession of the night. So the Bears are going to have 2nd and 3 from the 36 as we start the second quarter. Hanley's in the gun. He's got trips to his left. There's motion by Burris. Takes a snap. He throws. Ooh, and that's lucky that wasn't intercepted on the deflection, Dan. A lot of traffic in the middle of the field where he tried to throw that one.
Yeah.
He's been a little bit off tonight.
They keep throwing them high and people getting hands on it and then letting it hang in the air. It's going to turn into a pick. You need to figure that out.
You don't want to make it any easier than necessary here for Downingtown. All right, 3rd and 3. Bears from their 36. Henley in the gun. Motion by Oakes. There's a give to Oakes. He tries the left side of that Cougars defense. I think he's got enough for the first down, Dan.
Appears to be.
All right, there we go. Nice carry by Oakes. Picks up the first down. Bears break the huddle. 1st and 10 from the 41. Hanley's in the gun. Got Hagan in the backfield with him. There's a snap. There's the give to Hagan, and that's going nowhere, Dan. Yeah, the Cougars sniffed that one out. So that's going to be a loss of about 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Bears from the 39. Lights have come on here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium. Henley's in the gun. There's some motion from Connor Houck. Snap. Henley keeps it, and that was doomed from the start. Too much penetration allowed by the Boyertown offensive line on that one, Dan. That's going to be 3rd and 12 now for the Bears. Let's see what Coach Sands dials up on 3rd and long. Try to get something jump-started here on offense. So Henley breaks the huddle in the gun. He's got trips to his left, twins to his right. Here's some motion. From right to left, there's the snap. Henley rolls, he throws. That's complete. Connor Houck brings it in, but he's going to be short of the first down. So Houck with the reception. That's the first completion of the night for the Bears, but it's going to be a good 5-6 yards shy of the first down, and the Bears are going to have to punt again, Dan.
Yeah, those 2 plays in the beginning that set him back a little bit. about equals what a first down would be on that last play.
Yeah, those 2 run plays did not work out well for the Bears. Set them up in 3rd and long. And there's the punt from Musselman. Fair catch called for and made at the 20 by the Cougars. And the Bears are going to have to send the defense out there again, Dan. All right, so here come the Cougars. Let's see if they keep that hurry-up offense in play. Ellis is under center. He takes the snap, hands it off. Oh, and that's going to be a big gain. And if Daddario makes a nice tackle, saves a sure touchdown there, Dan.
They need to figure out that right side.
They sure do. Props to Daddario for bringing down the runner, Morin, after a big gain for the Cougars. And then they go right back to that hurry-up offense. They're not giving the Bears any time to rest. There's a handoff right up the gut. And that's going to pick up a couple. Man, they didn't even give the chain crew time to get set up, Dan.
Wow,
All right, Ellis is under center. There's the snap. There's the give. They test that side of the Bears' defense, the right side of the defense again. And that looks like another Cougar first down. There's a snap and the give. Oh, and he breaks through the middle of that Bears defense, and he's into the end zone for a Cougar touchdown. I believe that was Jules Robinson, number 26, with the carry. He broke through that Boyertown D-line, and nobody put a hand on him, Dan. All right. So Selden comes out again for the extra point try. There's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And that's going to make the score Downingtown East Cougars 14, Boyertown Bears 0. We still got 8:16 to play here in the second quarter, Dan, but the Bears offense is going to have to start showing some signs of life. All right, so the Bears send 3 back. Looks like Jackson Rose, Logan Oakes, and Jackson Koback. Back deep for the Bears. Well, you know, a nice special teams play here, a splash play, certainly would help get things started, Dan.
Right.
Max Steiner ready to kick it off for the Cougars. And there's the kick. Oakes is going to bring it in. He's going to take it up the middle of that Cougar defense, and he's out across the 25 to about the 26 or 27. And that's where the Bears will set up on offense for the 4th time tonight.
I'm really curious where Michael Borse is.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him out there. Is he on the field for the first drive tonight?
I don't even see his number.
Yeah, with Borse out of the lineup, Burris has been getting the bulk of the carries tonight. He and Hagen, that is. All right, so Henley comes out in the gun. Oh! And that snaps on the ground. Check that, Henley under center, so thankfully they did not lose much yardage on that bobbled exchange. It's going to be second and about 12. We can't afford to be spotting yards to the Cougars here, Dan.
Absolutely not.
Down 14 here in the second quarter. Bears need to make something happen on offense. This time Henley's in the gun. There's some motion by Burris from left to right. There's a snap. There's a pitch. Oh, boy, that. Yeah, but that didn't really fool the Cougars at all, Dan. They brought Burris in motion from left to the right, and then they did a quick pitch trying to run it back to the left, and I don't think the Cougars were fooled at all. And combination of that and Burris slipping on the turf, no gain. In fact, it might have lost another yard. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now for the Bears. All right, Henley's in the gun, 3rd and long. Here comes the motion. He takes the snap. He looks, he throws to his left. That's caught by Hagen, but that's a short gain on 3rd and very long. And that's the second series in a row, Dan, on offense where we threw well short of the sticks on 3rd and long. Musselman's certainly getting a share of work tonight on the punt unit, Dan.
Yeah, he is.
See if he can flip the field here for the Bears. There's a snap. And he gets off a nice kick. And it's fielded at about the 30. Nice special teams tackle there at the 40-yard line.
I think there was a hold.
There's a flag, so
I think there was a hold.
Let's bring that back 10. Crowd doing the Bears rumble, trying to get things fired up. Shout out to our cheerleaders who are out there keeping the crowd's spirits high once again tonight. All right, so that's going to back the Cougars up. Looks like they're going to be at about their own 25. 1st and 10 for the Cougars with about 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And Ellis is under center. He takes the snap. Oh, he's looking. He throws out to his right, and that's incomplete. Trying to get to Schlachter.
I don't think that would have gone for much.
That was well covered. All right, they stay in that hurry-up offense. He's under center again. He takes the snap. This time he gives the handoff. And that's another nice gain on 2nd down. Cougars are doing a nice job of gashing the Bears for positive yards on the ground. Bears are going to have to tighten that up. Nope. I believe we got a timeout, Bears. Yes, we do. All right, so with 5:39 to go here in the second quarter, the score, Downingtown Cougars 14, your Boyertown Bears 0. Tough sledding so far for the Bears offense tonight, Dan.
Yeah. They're running around our right side and beating up the tackle on the right side over there.
Yeah, they've been testing that side of the Bears D-line and having success. All right, so let's see what the Bears come up with here. There's the snap, the give. They test that same right side, and there's another big gain I don't know if anybody's going to get there, Dan. That's a touchdown. I believe that was Jules Robinson with another Cougar touchdown. Yeah, that he ripped off about 70 on that one, Dan. And the Bears really need to get figured out what's going on the right side of that D-line. All right, well, Selden's back for another extra point attempt. Late substitution for the Cougars. There's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That's going to make your score Downingtown 21, Boyertown 0. Here in the second quarter. Well, like I said, Dan, Bears got to figure out what is going on along that right side of the defensive line. Or otherwise, if I'm Downingtown, I just keep pounding it on the ground.
Well, that's what's going to happen. They got to have 120 yards over on that side already.
Oh, easily. That was 70 yards right there on that scamper by Robinson. Between his 2 touchdown runs, he's got to be close to 100 yards himself tonight.
Sure.
All right, so the Cougars are ready to kick it off. Max Steiner handling the kicking duties tonight. And the Bears have Jackson Rose, Logan Oakes, and trying to see who else is back deep with them. There's the kick. Oakes lets it bounce. He catches it on the hop. Brings it up. He breaks it towards the near sideline, but he's stopped at about at a 22, 23-yard line. So Oakes found himself a little bit of room there, but that hole closed pretty quickly on him, Dan.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by their Shane Keenan.
That's going to set the Bears up with first down. Their own 23. About 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Well, let's see if Coach Sands dials up something that the Cougars haven't seen before. Henley's in the gun. Twins to either side. He's got some motion. There's the snap. He keeps it himself. Oh, and he breaks a nice run. Up ahead towards the near sideline. He's out to midfield with a Bears first down. So a nice run by Henley. Once he was able to break through that D-line, picked up nice yardage and got it ahead. Well, not quite to midfield. Looks like he's at about the 48.
Did you see Brody Ayers? He blocked that lineman all the way down the field about where the ball's spotted now.
He did do a nice job driving his man downfield. That is for sure. Good job, Brody Ayers. All right, here come the Bears. Henley in the gun, trips to his right. Got Hagan in the backfield. Here comes the motion from Burris. From right to left. Henley keeps it. And this time the Cougars bottle him up for no gain. All right, well, back to the drawing board on 2nd and 10 for the Bears. Henley coming in with the call. Bears break the huddle. Henley's in the gun. Oh, we got a lot of movement. I don't know if the Bears jumped, if they were drawn off sides. Let's check the flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Bears, and that is something we just cannot afford to do, Dan.
Not in this game. Not in any game, really, but especially
against
you're down 21-0.
That's right. Against a team like Downingtown, down 3 scores in the first half, we cannot be just giving up yards. And as we both know, the pre-snap penalties are a killer. All right. So here comes Henley. 2nd and 15 now from the 43. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it, and that is not fooling anyone, Dan. That was too easy for the Cougars to stuff that one. So they're going to give Henley a yard on that one. It's going to make it 3rd and 14 for the Bears. He's in the gun with trips to his right. You'd almost think he's got to put this one in the air. He drops, he looks, he throws deep down the middle, and no one's home there. That incomplete. He was looking for Connor Houck on a seam route, but that just wasn't close enough. And the Bears are going to be forced to punt again. All right, so there's a high snap. It's almost over Musselman's head, and he's tall to begin with. Not a bad kick. Gets a favorable bounce, and it's going to pin the Cougars inside their 30. Boy, if a snap goes over Musselman's head, you know that's a high snap, Dan.
Yeah, that's a big error.
All right, so we got 2:38 left to go here in the half. Cougars are going to come out for another offensive possession. Let's hope the Bears have drilled down and figured out what's going on the right side of their D. Ellis under center. Turns, he gives. That's Robinson again. He's got another nice gain. That's going to be close to a first down, if not enough. Testing that same side of the defense. It's going to be a little short. It's going to be 2nd and about 2. There's the snap. There's the give. And that's enough for the first down and more. Still on his feet, running up the far sideline. I think that was John Moore, number 5, on the carry for the Cougars, and that's more than enough for a first down. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Dan.
Right.
If I'm Downingtown, I'm just going to keep pounding it on that right side of the Bears' defense until they show me they can stop it. Oh, another pre-snap penalty. Let's check the flag. And this time it's going to be a false start on the Cougars. And we'll certainly take that. All right, Ellis wasting no time. He's up under center again. He takes the snap. Oh, that time he fakes the handoff and he throws. That's complete. Out along the far sideline. That's held to a minimal gain by the Bears. No huddle. Ellis takes the snap. He gives it to Robinson again. Tests that same side of the Bears D, and he's ahead for a nice gain. Going to be, I think, just short of the sticks. And set up a 3rd and short here. 3rd and about 2 or 3 for the Cougars. There's the snap. Gives it to Rob. This time the Bears are ready for it. And that's the play we need to see there on that right side of the Bears D-line. Some penetration and a stop in the backfield, Dan.
I think it's Connor Stock that got back there.
Looks like it. Number 73, big Connor Stock with a tackle. That I would say that's the Bears' best penetration along that offensive line tonight. All right, Bears running in a late substitution. I hope they don't have too many on the field. Now it looks like we're going to get a timeout, Bears. I think we got 12 on the field?
9.
I think we do. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. That was a little confusion there. Too many men on the field. We didn't want to get caught in a situation where we're giving Downingtown free yards yet again. Coach Sands wisely calling a timeout. All right, so 1:16 to go here in the second quarter. It's been all Cougars so far. They're up 21-0 over your Boyertown Bears. Dan, I think it goes without saying that the Bears don't want to give up points here on this drive.
It's going to be tough coming back from 21. 28 is going to be
Even
miserable.
tougher. All right, so here come the Cougars from their 36 of the Bears. There's the handoff, and that looks like enough for another Cougar first down. Ellis under center, takes the snap, he gives it to Robinson. Robinson tries that same side of the Bears defense and has another nice gain on first down. Boy, Robinson's having himself a night, Dan.
He sure is.
I got to say, at this point, he is well north of 100 yards on the ground tonight, and it's only the second quarter. So it looked like we're going to have second and about 4 for the Cougars from the Bears' 26. Just under a minute here to go in the second quarter.
Need to hold him here.
Sure do. All right. Ellis under center. Motion. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. He throws over the top, and that's batted down by the Bears D-line. Well done. Connor Stock on the deflection. Getting the hands up in the throwing lane. Going to force third and about 4 for the Cougars. This time Ellis is in the gun. There's motion by Robinson. Ellis keeps. He tries the middle of that Bears defense, and they're ready for him, Dan. He stops short of the sticks, and that's going to result in the Cougars calling a timeout. All right, well, about 45 seconds here to go in the second quarter. Cougars have a 4th and about 2 from the Bears' 24. Bears need to be stout here on defense, Dan.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up that run. I guess if they're going to throw, I'd force them to throw it from now on. Stack that line, and
yeah, they got to do what they can to shut down this Cougars running game. All right, here's Ellis under center. He turns, he hands the ball off, and that's a first down.
it's just running over our linebackers.
I believe that was Rios. He picks up the first down. And there's Robinson again with another solid gain on first down. Inside 30 seconds. Ellis wasted no time. He's under center. There's the snap. He turns. He fakes the handoff. He throws over the top, and that is incomplete.
Lucky.
Yeah, Bears got lucky there. The defender had his back turned, and the pass was a little short.
I wonder if it didn't hit him right in the back.
Looks like he was trying to get to number 8. Or was that number 9?
Number 9.
That's number 9, Abe Cisse. Cisse's got some height. The Bears got lucky. He wasn't able to bring that one in. So 12 seconds to go here. 3rd and 6 for the Cougars from the Bears' 15. Ellis is in the gun. Takes a snap. He rolls to his right. He looks back to his left. He throws. That's caught. Running up the middle with that. Looks like number 6, Schlachter, picks up a first down. That's going to be 1st and goal for the Cougars. That's going to be 1st and goal from the 5, Dan. Boy, the Bears really need to tighten up on this one. Stop them shy of the end zone here and go into the locker room only down 3 scores. And if I'm Coach Sands, I'm thinking about selling out and maybe sending the house after Ellis on this one. All right, here we go.
We got our big boys in there.
Likely the last play of the half. Ellis is in the gun. He's got Robinson in the backfield with him. Single wide out to either side. Takes the snap. He looks. He throws to his left, and it is caught for the touchdown. Defender never got his head around, Dan. We've said that too many times already this season. You just got to get your head around on defense. Boy, that's a dagger right there. Okay, well, Selden's out for the extra point try, and the kick is up. The kick is good. Yeah, so it looks like Boris is on the sideline there in street clothes tonight, Dan.
Yeah, I don't know what's on his foot. Is that a boot?
Looks like that's a boot or a brace. Looks like a boot, yeah. Don't know if he injured himself in the game last week against Avon Grove or maybe in practice this week leading up to this game. But that's certainly not helpful for the Bears.
No, that hurts.
Big contributor on offense. Well, said it before, I'll say it again. A nice splash play by the special team sure would help us out here. Tall task, but you never know. Steiner set to kick it off. Bears got Rose, Oaks, and I can't see that number back deep. And there's the kick. Rose fields it at about the 5. Starts up the middle. Gets ahead for a nice gain, but that's going to do it for the half, Dan. So, at the end of the first half, the score here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium, Downingtown Cougars 28. Your Boyertown Bears 0. Dan and I will be back with you with second half action in just a few minutes. Hang in there, Bears fans. There's plenty of football left to play. welcome back, Bears fans. We're about ready to start the second half here with the score. Your Boyertown Bears 0. Downingtown East Cougars 28. Well, Dan, that was a tough slog for the Bears in the first half. Couldn't really get much going. I think they had one completion through the air. They popped a couple of runs, but not nearly enough to sustain any drives, and certainly not enough to get any points on the board. So something's definitely got to change here in the second half.
Yeah, we got to tighten up defensively. We can't give up close to 200 yards rushing in one half on big runs too.
Yeah, I would say that Jules Robinson's probably got to be close to approaching $150 so far tonight. He ripped off a couple of big TD runs. Ellis really hasn't had to do much of anything through the air, although he did throw that touchdown pass very late there in the second quarter to end the half, putting the Cougars up 4 scores. Other than that, he's just had to hand the ball off and let his running backs do the work. So let's see what Coach Sands can dial up here. Unfortunately, Bears kicking the ball off to the Cougars here to start the second half. So they're going to have to come out and play some defense, Dan.
Yeah, they're starting with the ball already. It's not good.
Yeah, the Bears defense, unfortunately, they've been getting gashed on that right side of the defense all night by the Cougars running backs. And through the air, I mean, we saw a couple of completions, including that touchdown pass there late in the second quarter where our defenders just not been getting their head around.
I think he was just late. He was looking for that run on their right side, and before he knew it, his guy he's supposed to be covering was dropped way back there, and it was a pass. And
all right, well, here we go. Musselman, he's set to kick off. Puts the ball in play. It's fielded at it's muffed at about the 5. He picks it up, and there's a nice special teams tackle for the Bears. Coming up with that play, that was, looks like number 21.
Jackson Koback.
Jackson Koback with a solid special teams stop for the Bears. Now that should get the boys fired up, Dan.
It should. Would have been nice if we would have got that ball on their own 5-yard line.
Sure would have, but I'll take the solid stop. 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 18. And Ellis is under center again. Turns, he's rolling, he's looking, he throws out to his left, it's caught. And running up the sideline, still on his feet with a big gain. I believe that was that Schlachter again?
Looks like it.
Yep.
5.
Number 6, Schlachter with the gain. Nope, check that. Maybe it was 5, John Moore, but brings the Cougars out towards midfield, and there's a handoff again. Cougars going with the no-huddle offense. Going to pick up 3 or 4, it looks like, on first down. Just across midfield now. There's a snap. There's a handoff again. Going at that right side of our defense. Head for another good gain. Going to set up 3rd and short. Staying in that hurry up. Ellis under center. Motion man. There's the handoff. And the Bears are up to the task that time. Connor Stock again. You're right. Logan Oakes in there too. Stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Going to set up 4th down and looks like about 3 from the 45. This time Ellis is in the gun. Twins to his right. He takes a snap. He rolls right. He's looking. He throws, and that's complete. Stop by Oaks and Daddario, but not until he's got enough for the first down and more is number 15, Madden Miller. And right back to that hurry up. There's the snap. There's the give to Robinson. He's cut down after a short gain.
Caught a Stock on the stop again.
Yeah, Stock's doing what he can to plug that hole there on that side of the defense, but he needs a little help. Right back to that hurry-up offense. There's the give to number 5. Oh, and that's enough for another first down. Boy, the Bears have really got to figure something out here, Dan, or it's just going to get ugly in a hurry. We got a Bear defender down on the field now. It looks like, is that Hagen? Can't see if that's 34 or 24, Dan.
Looks like 34.
Looks like 34. That's Hagen. And that certainly won't help the defense out if Hagen's not able to go.
They're stretching him out. Looks like cramping.
Yeah, it could be a cramp. Well, what did I say they put up last week on Springford, Dan? About 237? Unless the Bears tighten things up here tonight, it could be worse than that. Cougars are just pretty much running at will at this point. Robinson had a $1.96 last week, and he is on pace for, I'd say, getting that again this week, unless the Bears find a way to stop him here in the second half. All right, Ellis is under center. He takes the snap. He gives it to Robinson. He's up the middle for probably about 4 or 5. And they're not giving the Bears defense time to breathe here, Dan. There's a snap. He turns, he looks, he throws it over the top, and that's complete for a first down. It's almost too easy at this point, Dan.
Pitch and catch.
Pitch and catch is right. I believe that was, looked like number 18, Cole Woodward on the catch. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the Bears 21. There's the snap. Ellis gives the ball, and we got a helmet flying on the field. We got a decent game. We got flag on the field. A little bit of everything there. Let's check the flag. So holding, penalty on the Cougars. That's going to back them up. All right. So 1st and about almost 20 here for the Cougars. There's a snap. He gives it on the handoff, heading towards the far sideline, and Bears do a nice job stringing that one out, Dan.
He lost another yard.
Rios with the carry.
Martinez did a nice job kind of just staying his ground and making that running back run around him. He didn't cut it up inside.
Ellis in the gun here. 2nd and long. He takes the snap. He looks to his right. He throws a pass in the flat. It's caught. Oh, broken tackle by number 15. That's Madden Miller. He just stepped out of Nico Daddario's tackle there, Dan, and picked up about an extra 4 or 5. Well, Cougars are driving again. Bears better figure something out in a hurry or they're going to be down 5 scores here real quick. This time Ellis lines up in the gun. Robinson's in the backfield with him. Motion by Miller. He takes the snap. He looks left. He throws left. And that's intercepted! Intercepted by the Bears. Oh, his knee touched the ground. So he's down inside. Looks like they're going to spot the ball. Oof, inside the 5. I thought he was out a little further than that, but looks like they're going to spot it around the 6.5, 7-yard line. Who was that on the pick, Dan?
That was Logan Herman.
Logan Herman with a nice interception.
He's been the one playing out there in where Boris usually plays.
Well, he certainly got the job done on that one. Let's see if Henley can get the Bears going in a positive direction. Takes a shotgun snap. Hands the ball off. Running up the middle with a nice gain. Looks like that was Burris again. So Burris picks up about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 12. Bears got just over 7.5 here to go in the third quarter. They really need to get some points on the board on this drive, Dan. All right, Henley's in the gun. He's got a single receiver to either side. Oh, he gets him again with the hard count.
I think we moved.
Yeah. Somebody jump on the offensive line? Oh, they did. Boy, we talked about it in the first half, Dan. We just cannot give up yards to a team like this. That's going to put them in a from 2nd and manageable to 2nd and long. Take them back to the original line of scrimmage. Henley in the gun. Motion from Burris. He takes the snap. He gives it to Burris, and Burris comes over the left side of the defense, and looks like he got that yardage back. So Burris, a junior here at Boyertown, doing an admirable job tonight, toting the rock. Henley comes out in the gun. He's got trips to his left here on 3rd and about 5. Oh, it's a bad snap. It's on the ground, and he was lucky to get that one back. And that's going to pin the Bears inside the 5, Dan.
Just shooting ourselves in the foot.
It is not going the Bears' way tonight at all. Well, this is going to put Musselman on the end line for this punt. Backed up. Shadow his own goalpost, as they say. There's the snap. He takes it. And that was not his best effort tonight. That's a short punt fielded at the 30 by the Cougars. That's going to set them up in excellent field position here with just under 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. The score, Downingtown East Cougars 28, your Boyertown Bears 0. Well, Dan, what do you dial up here if you're Coach Sands? You start maybe trying to sell out and bring a little pressure. There's the snap. There's the give to Robinson. He tries that right side of the Bears defense again, and the pile just keeps moving forward. I mean, so far what you've done to this point really hasn't worked, so can't be any harm in trying something else. But it looks like the Bears are going to stay in their base D. There's the snap. There's the give. And that time the Bears are ready for Robinson. They stuff him for maybe a loss of 1. All right, that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Ellis goes up under center. He takes the snap, gives the ball to Robinson, same side of the Bears defense. Oh, we got a flag, though. Robinson looked like he was close to first down yardage, but we got a flag on the field. Let's see what our referee has to say. Holding Cougars. Much as it pains me to say it, Dan, these holding calls have been some of our best plays on defense tonight.
Yeah, that's sad.
Couple stops behind the line of scrimmage, but far too many gashes on the right side of that Bears D on the ground by the Cougars. All right, 3rd and 7 now. No, it's longer than that. 3rd and 13. Ellis takes a snap. He throws well over his outstretched hands of Robinson, his intended target. And that's going to make it 4th and long for the Cougars. Well, I assume that the Cougars are going to go for it here, Dan. There's no sense not going for it.
Yeah,
At the Bears 32.
You're in that no man's land. You're not going to punt it.
Yeah, too long for a field goal. And Ellis is under center. He takes a snap. He fakes. He throws deep down the middle. He's got a man, but it's
That's good, D.
out of his hands. Nice defensive coverage. Was that Henley?
That's
Oh,
Henley.
boy, and
That's
he looks
no
like
good.
he's down. I couldn't tell if he landed on the track, out of the back of the end zone. He's up now. He's walking off under his own power. That's a good sign. All right, Dan, 4:22 left. You're down 4 scores. Turnover on downs. You're taking over at your own 32-yard line. What's the call?
Well, we're not passing really well. We do get some.
You take a deep shot here? We haven't tried one all night.
Who's coming in there for quarterback?
That looks like number 9. I believe that's Gavin Royce coming out at quarterback. Let's hope Henley just has to sit out of play. Royce, a junior. Saw him in this scrimmage against Daniel Boone. Looked like he had some nice mobility. He was throwing pretty well on the run. He sets up in the gun. He gives the ball off. I believe that was Burris again, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
At what point do you just rest Tillman?
Oh, it looks like Tillman's going to stay on the sideline. Tillman Henley, that is. And Royce is going to stay out there in the huddle with the Bears offense.
Well,
Haven't really seen Henley yet on the sideline, so.
I would give him a break. You're coming into pack play starting next week. Just give him a break.
Yeah. Royce in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He gives it to Hagan. Hagan tries running it up the gut. Picks up maybe 2-3 yards on 2nd down. Yeah, down 4 scores here, Dan. Not showing many signs of life on offense. I don't think there's any reason to put Henley back in there if he got dinged up on that pass coverage play. Like I said, I couldn't tell if he went down on the track and maybe hit the helmet on the track. But no sense in rushing him back out there at this point in the game. All right, Royce is in the shotgun. There's a little bit of motion. He gives the ball to Burris. Burris coming toward the near sideline, and he gets nowhere. In fact, I think he lost yardage on that play, Dan. PAs here keep wanting to say Fargnoli's running the ball, but I'm pretty sure he only plays linebacker. That was definitely Burris on the carry.
This was found. If you can make an announcement for her to come up here and retrieve that. Thank you.
All right, there's the snap, and there's the kick. fielded at about the 35, coming toward the near sideline, and a nice special team tackle by Foskey. Flag comes in on the play. Let's check that.
Illegal block against Downingtown East.
Block in the back?
Block in the back.
All right, so that'll back the Cougars up. Nice special teams tackle by Foskey there. Penalty's going to back the Cougars up inside their 30 at 1st and 10. There's the snap. And there's a run around that right side. Oh, my. Oh, my. And he's shoved out of bounds, but not until he picks up. Oh, is there a flag on the far side of the field? I think there might be. Yeah, there's a flag on the play. False start against the Cougars. Bring it back. Well, that wipes out a big gain for the Cougars. Well, I'll tell you. Was that Casey Boyd, number 8 on the carry? I believe it was. Well, he put quite the move on the Boyertown defender and just kind of sidestepped him there and busted that open for a big gain. Luckily for the Bears, penalty brought it back. And there's a handoff. It looks like at this point, Downingtown's brought in a new QB. That's going to be Julian Bennett.
Yeah, there's a handful of new numbers out there. I think they're pulling their
starters out
too.
Giving them a break. They certainly did their share of the work tonight. Put their team up 4 scores here. About a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. So Julian Bennett in at quarterback. I believe we got Casey Boyd in the backfield. There's a handoff, and that time the Bears stand tall. Connor Stock again in the backfield. That Logan Oakes in there with him. Nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage. All right, this time Bennett's in the gun. A little bit of a high snap. Oh, wait, no, that. He got the handoff off. Another flag. Let's check the penalty. We'll see what the referee has to say here. Looks like another false start against the Cougars. Oh. Looks like it's declined. And the Cougars are going to send out the punt team. All right, there's the snap. Punts away. It's a short one. It does get a Cougar bounce, and it's going to set the Bears up just shy of the 45-yard line. So the Bears are going to come out here. They got about 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. They're down 4 scores. And they're set up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
We have a lot of new numbers out there too now.
Yeah, well, down 4 scores here. There's some motion. There's a handoff to Jackson Rose, and that is stuff for a loss. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. So Roy's still in at quarterback, Jackson Rose in at running back, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, Dan, this 4th quarter, as they say, is all about playing for pride for the Bears.
It'd be nice to put a couple points up on the board.
It sure would. And this is definitely the kind of game, the time of the game, where coaches can find out a lot about their players, and maybe some of the guys who, served as backups can come in and make a little noise, stand out to the coaches, and earn themselves some playing time as a starter. And that's certainly what happens often in these games where you're down this much at this late point in the game. Yeah, I see a lot of new numbers out there for the Cougars defense as well, Dan. So I'm going to say that they're pretty much resting their starters at this point. Let's see what the Bears can do. All right. 2nd and 11 for the Bears from the 43. There's a snap. They give the ball to Rose again, and that is not fooling anybody on that Cougars defense. They saw that same play 2 times, and they stuffed that same play 2 times. All right, Royce is in the gun. He's got trips to his left. He takes the snap. He rolls to his left. He throws. Oh. Now, misses his intended receiver over there. And that looks like it was
C.J. Soto.
C.J. Soto, number 7 for the Bears. And in a refrain I've made far too many times tonight, the Bears sent out the punt team. And Musselman takes the snap. Oh, he gets off a nice kick. Over the head of the deep man for the Cougars, and that's going to be down inside the 5.
Beautiful punt.
Great special teams effort by Musselman. Dan, if we had an offensive possession that did not end in a punt tonight, I don't believe we have.
Yeah, we didn't turn anything over.
No turnovers. I don't believe we had any turnovers on downs. And we certainly haven't found a way to get on the scoreboard, so unfortunately the punting unit has gotten a lot of work tonight.
Yeah, game ball go to Musselman.
Yeah. All right, there's the snap. The handoff, and the Bears stand it up. That's going to be, it looks like a loss of yardage on that first down play. Going to push him back to, looks like, the 1 yard line. Maybe the 1.5. Cougars are going to have a 2nd and 13 from deep in their own end. All right, so they're going back to the huddle here. They break the huddle. Bennett comes up under center. Backs in the eye. Takes the snap.
Oh, they fumbled.
Oh. That ball's on the ground. Let's see who has it. Looks like it was recovered by the Cougars. So 3rd and long now for the Cougars. Set up at their own 3-yard line. Boy, this would be a nice spot for the Bears to either get a turnover or force a punt. All right. Bennett's in the gun. Takes the snap. Gives. Coming up the left side. Testing the right side of the Bears defense again. But the Bears are ready for it. And they shut that down and force the punt, Dan. So Cougars going to have to punt from deep in their own end zone.
Put some pressure on them. Maybe we can get some defensive points.
I'll take them anywhere we can get them tonight. So the Bears, who they got back deep?
Jackson Rose.
Jackson Rose. That's a short punt. Rose is going to let it bounce. Takes a Cougar bounce and a roll. And that's going to be down at about the 42, 43-yard line. So good effort by the Cougars punt team. Backs the Bears up to the 42. Dan, this might be the Bears' best starting field position of the night.
It might be.
I don't know.
Personal foul.
Personal foul against Boyertown? Oh, I didn't even see that flag get thrown, did you?
I did not.
Well, there goes that best starting field position we've had all night. The football gods giveth, and the football gods taketh. All right, here we go. Bears come out with Royce in the gun. It's that Rose next to him, I believe. And there's a pass out to the left flat. It's caught. No, that was Rose on the catch. I guess it was Foskey in the backfield with Royce. And there's a nice gain on 1st down for the Bears. Going to bring up 2nd and short. All right, here come the Bears again in the gun. Royce in the backfield. He's got twins to his right. There's motion from Rose. Left to right. Royce throws. It's tipped, but then it's caught. But I think it's going to lose about a yard. Ball was tipped by Rose, and it was caught by C.J. Soto. But Soto couldn't get his feet under him, and he got stamped pretty quickly. Going to bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Bears from the Cougar 49. Hey, you got to make something happen on this possession, Dan. Just over 7 minutes to go. Here come the Bears on 3rd and 3. Motion by Rose. There's the snap. He gives the ball. And that's a nice run up the middle by Ryan Werner. So nice run by Werner. Gets the job done. Picks up a Bears 1st down. Well, like I say, Dan, with a little under 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, down 4 scores, playing for pride. Werner certainly getting the job done on that snap. Let's see if the Bears can keep it going. Royce in the gun again. Trips to his left this time. Takes a snap. He looks left. He throws left, and it's complete. No gain on that play. In fact, it might have lost a yard or two. Short passing game only works when you got blockers out in front of you, Dan, and that time they did not have any.
No, they didn't have anything out there.
All right, Rose is in the gun. Sends Tweens to his right this time. And he rolls to his right. And that's not going to get the ball down the field. That is a stop for pretty much no gain. Going to be 3rd and long for the Bears from the Cougar 39-yard line. Well, again, shout out to the cheerleaders, keeping everybody's in the spirits in it, trying to keep the crowd fired up. Royce is in the gun. He takes the snap. He gives.
Oh, we got.
Yeah, that was Warner again, and the Cougars diagnosed that one early. That's going to bring up 4th and about 14 to go.
Might as well go for it.
Yeah, there's no sense in punting here. And actually, I think it was Royce a few weeks ago that made a pretty nice field goal, but this is certainly well beyond his distance. Royce is bringing in the play. Let's see what Coach Sands has in store for the Cougars on this snap. Well, Dan, we haven't seen a deep ball yet tonight. Maybe this is time to pop one over top of the defense. There's a snap. He rolls to his right. He looks. He throws short on the sideline. That's incomplete. Incomplete.
You only got 5 yards anyway.
Yeah, Soto had his hands on it, but couldn't bring it in. And that's a turnover on downs for the Bears. And that stops any momentum they had. That drive was definitely their deepest penetration into Cougars territory tonight. All right, so we still got about 4 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter. Cougars are going to be set up with a 1st and 10 at their 39. There's the snap. And the handoff. Bears sniffed that one out quickly. Looks like we got a couple of Bears defenders there we haven't heard from before tonight. We got Michael Daniel and Mitchell Dean on the stop. Maybe I had that backwards. Daniel Michael and Dean Mitchell. In any event.
Yeah, they're just running time off now in this game.
A couple of young Bears in there on that tackle. And there's the handoff. Not much to speak of. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. All right, so 3rd and 10 here for the Cougars from the 39. Couple more new numbers out there for the Bears. Look at Caden Rotunda out there on the corner. There's a handoff, and
there's a flag on the far
flag.
side of the field.
It's going to wipe out probably a decent game. Looks like we've got another flag at the end of the play. Let's see what we got. Well, that's going to be a replay of the down.
I didn't catch it. What was it?
There was a hold on the Cougars, and there was a face mask on the Bears. So we're going to replay 3rd and 10. All right, there's the shotgun snap. There's the give.
Oh,
upended at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by the Bears. Christian Ippolito on the carry for the Cougars. So the Cougars going to punt. Just under 2 minutes here to play in the fourth quarter. With the score, Cougars 28, your Boyertown Bears 0. There's the kick. Fielded at about the 39. And that's where the Bears will take over for what's most likely to be their last possession of the evening, Dan. Okay.
Well, we called it was going to be a tough battle tonight. And
so it looks like Owen Richards is coming out at quarterback. Richards is a junior here at Boyertown. And he's going to line up in the gun. There's some motion, and Richards is going to take the snap. He gives on the inside handoff to Jackson Rose, who darts ahead for maybe a yard or two. Yeah, they're going to give him 3 on that. So we're going to bring up 2nd and 7. Just about 1:15 left. Looks like we got a little trouble getting the right play in. Richards is talking to Coach. Now he's got the play. He's going to run it out there, and let's see what the Bears do here.
5 seconds.
And the shotgun, he snaps it. It's the give to Jackson Rose again. Rose cuts it upfield for short gain. And this is probably the last snap of the night, Dan. Let's see what the Bears do here. Inside of 30 seconds. Richards has got the play. Brings the Bears up to the line. He's in the gun. Motion, there's the snap, and there's the same handoff. Oh, Rose breaks through the initial wave of defenders, and he's got enough for the Boyertown first down.
That'll do it, though.
Yep, that's going to do it for tonight's game, Dan, and your final score, Downingtown East Cougars 28, your Boyertown Bears 0. Well, tough sledding out there tonight for the Bears, Dan.
Yeah, offensively, couldn't move the ball. Defensively, they ran all over one side of our defense. It's just can't win games when you're giving up over probably close to 200 or maybe even more rushing.
Well, 28-0 certainly doesn't look good. It certainly doesn't feel good. But against a team like Downingtown, maybe not as bad as some people would think. Downingtown, as you said, coming in, ranked pretty highly in the state. Put a lot of rushing yards, hung a lot of rushing yards up on Springford last week and did the same to the Bears tonight. But the Bears kept battling until the end. Like I said, you want to see the young guys out there playing for pride. We saw some new faces. We got to see Gavin Royce at quarterback. We got to see Owen Richards come in at quarterback. We saw Jackson Rose tote the rock a few times. So good to see the young guys get out there and get some game time experience.
Yeah, and, I can't disagree with the idea when you're down 4 scores and you got a quarter left to go, and you got guys that are playing both sides of the ball, starting both sides of the ball, and then we start getting some guys banged up. Pull them, rest them, because next week we're into pack play. We got Methacton next week. The week after that, I think, is Perk Valley.
Yeah, the schedule doesn't get any easier from here for the Bears. As you said, next week we'll be bringing you the game action on Friday night, hopefully, or Thursday night. Doesn't matter to us. We'll be here whenever they want to tee it up and kick it off. But the Bears will be taking on Methacton in their next matchup. Let's hope that Tillman Henley's back in the lineup, and also Michael Borse, because boy, we could use those two guys out there against Methacton, Dan.
Yeah. All right.
That's going to do it for tonight. Again, your final score, Downingtown East 28, your Boyertown Bears 0. This has been Frank Genovese, my partner Dan Oakes. We'll see you next week for the game against Methacton. Till then, good night and God bless.